I'm here with Suzie Oldham, and we're going to discuss the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, the TAA, and its importance and what we need to do to make this industry a little bit more aware of where these horses need to go after their amazing careers on the track. So can you tell us a little bit more about the TAA?
Great, yes, thank you. The Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance is the only accrediting organization in the industry. So we accredit groups that take care of retired racehorses when they come off the track. And some actually don't even get to run a race yet, but we're there. We have 86 organizations across the country and in Puerto Rico. And those organizations represent 180 facilities around the country.
Now, what would you say is one of the most difficult challenges you guys face with these horses and taking them off the track?
Well, getting them to the different organizations and hopefully as sound as possible. The biggest challenge is our goal is to be able to let them find a new career, let them find a second life, because after all, once a horse retires, he's just beginning the rest of his life. So if they can come off the track sound or as sound as possible, we can identify what is wrong with them. That's a big challenge. And then retraining them, rehabbing them, retraining them, and hopefully getting them adopted out to a new life, a new career, a new loving owner.
Now, you're you're such a professional horsewoman. You have such a pedigree, a long line of racing in your family, and you were a jockey yourself. You also worked on the consignment part with the brood mares and the stallions. Can you tell me about what goes into breeding these horses? Because when we talk about repurposing, sometimes people think that we're just shuffling old products away, but these are really young horses that have a longevity of a career. I've ridden show horses until they were 25, even 30. I have my daughters riding a 30-year-old thoroughbred. So that's something so important, just to let people know that these horses are not repurposed. Of course, they're going to go on to a new career, but these are really well-bred, $1 million potential horses.
Many are. Of course, we've got all levels, but many times when I go to these farms or organizations, say for inspections, and there's always a great story behind every horse, but one may have run for or been sold for $10,000 or $5,000. One may have been sold for $2 million. But at the end of the day, they all have the same intelligence. They all want thoroughbreds. Always say they're like border collies. They need a purpose. They want to work. They want to please. They're so intelligent. They're easy to reteach. But you're right. These horses are bred to go to the sales ring, to run races, and for whatever reason, it's not a big percentage that actually gets to the races and is successful. So that's a lot of horses. We have our foal crop is usually about 18,000 a year. So that leaves a lot of horses that may need a new purpose in life.
It sounds to me that there is a lot of room for, we were talking about the thoroughbred programs. Let's just touch down on the show horses, because not only can these guys be show horses, but they can also be amazing pleasure horses. We have horses that are really slow out of the gate and would love to be trail ridden by some nice gentleman or lady at their home. Do you have any stories, or let's just touch down on one, any particular story that really touched your heart this year?
Well, this year, let's see, it's tough. There's so many, but yeah, a lot of horses. They may come off the track and there's nothing wrong with them. They just didn't want to be a racehorse when they grew up. And like a trainer gets a horse and he has to figure out, does he like the turf? Does he like the dirt? What distance does he want to go? When they go to one of the organizations, or anyone takes a horse off the track, they've got to figure out what this horse likes. Does he like, and we've had them go to barrel racing. We've had them go to just trail riding, pleasure riding, jumps, of course. Polo is another big one. And so, yeah, that's, the people who evaluate them when they come off are amazing. And we just had them go into so many different disciplines.
Thoroughbreds are so versatile, and I love that analogy, the border collie, because that is just exactly how they are. Now, how can someone help the TAA, the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, with repurposing these horses?
Well, we're so grateful. Our seed money, our start money, came from the Jockey Club, Keeneland, and Breeders' Cup, I'm sorry. But it takes a lot of money. Like I say, when they retire, it's the first day of the rest of their lives. We have horses that are living into their 30s. So we have trainers who donate, and there's different ways for trainers to donate. The stallion farms, some of those participate, and we're so grateful for that. We have lots of donors of all kinds, just from the general public. Some of the sale companies, many of the sale companies are very supportive. But you can go online, thoroughbredaftercare.org, and donate in any kind of way that you wish. Many of the racetracks also are very supportive. So we have good industry support, and we support the industry and everything that it's about, because it's about thoroughbreds, and that's who we want to take care of.
Thank you so much, Suzie, and thank you for all your work with the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance. It's something that is so desperately needed, and I just love to see these horses in their new homes. It really just warms my heart, and I know it warms a lot of others as well.
Thank you so much, and we're so appreciative for FanDuel for being supportive of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance as well.
Thank you.